So I have 13% on my phone right now, folks. Let's see where we're at. By tomorrow, I will look like a human being because it's Friday. How about that? So, this week has been kind of rough. In the sense that it's like our first week without Raymond here, right? Every morning and every afternoon, Ava and Killian come home from school and they're like, I look really fucking oily right now. It's fucking lame. Every fucking week, or every day, Ava and Killian come home like, is Raymond here? And I'm like, not today, guys. And they're very disappointed by it, which is understanding, right? Which is normal, and I understand why. Because he's been here, and he took them through the first week of school and all these things, so now he's just like, they're just like, where is he at? And Raymond has been getting into like these just like slumps where he's just like not happy. He's just like, this fucking sucks, you should be here, I miss you, I miss kids. I don't even miss you. He's like, I miss kids. And I'm like, I get that a lot. So it's just another day, taking it day by day, trying to, you know, get situated here. I did some homework today. I have chapter 1 and chapter 3 to read out of my communications book, so I can do my test on Sunday. And I'm like, what am I doing this weekend? What am I doing this weekend since I have no children? The only thing that I'm really doing is I'm going to San Francisco to go drop off my friend Tommy's floor mats, and that pretty much sums it up. Like, next weekend, we're going to LA for the 3-day weekend, because that's literally going to be the last time that the kids are going to be able to see Raymond, because taking them on Friday, coming home on Sunday just to be there for one day Saturday, like, that's way too much fucking driving for me, folks. I'm not with that. So that's the plan. But today I did not go to the gym because I fucking really hurt my arm yesterday. Remember I was telling you guys that I did like a fucking, what is it called? I used a piece of gym equipment wrong. Yeah, well, I really fucked myself because that shit is just like, I've been like this all day. I can't like, no, I can't like straighten it out. I think the word is hyperextending. I think I hyperextended my shit and it fucking sucks. And I'm like, well, I can't go to boot camp tomorrow because I know they're gonna have me fucking plank. That's always a for sure thing they do in boot camps. And I can't plank because I can't put any weight on this fucking thing. And like, I was like, literally last night, I fucking was so tired this morning because this shit kept me up all fucking night. Every time I fucking moved, I was like fucking in pain and it just super sucked. I was like, what is the fucking deal here? I would roll a fucking joint, but I got fucking shit to do here. So yeah, it's just whack. I've decided that I'm talking to you two more now because of the fact that, I don't know, I'm not like socializing. Me and one of my good friends got into a really big falling out recently, actually. And since then, I've had like no urge or desire to rekindle that friendship. Here's the story. I was, and this is my friend that I've known since 8th grade. So since 2000, I've known her. 21 years, that bitch. We were really close. 8th grade, 9th grade year. And then 9th grade year, I started like leaving all my middle school female friends behind and just hanging out with like a bunch of stoners. My crew was all dudes. Hanging out with a bunch of stoners, just fucking smoking hella pot, cutting hella classes. And then on the weekends, I was out to rave. So I wasn't even worried about what my fucking friends were doing. I think I went to the first homecoming in freshman year and then the first winter ball. And then after that, I was like, deuces, bitches. Like, this is not fucking for me. Like, these fucking parties are fucking lame. I can't fucking do any fucking drugs. And like, they're playing top 40 music. And by then I was already way over top 40. I was actually still into, like rock music. Like, they had, like, Linkin Park back then, and Limp Bizkit and shit, so those were okay with me. But, like, in terms of, like, hip-hop and shit like that, I fucking stopped listening to that shit in, like, 6th grade, straight the fuck up. I remember listening to Crash Into Me by Dave Matthews, and then I never changed the station. I used to listen to Alice all the time, which, if you guys remember, was like a soft rock alternative fucking type station. Like, they wouldn't play Tool or Deftones or anything on that, like fucking Live 105 would, but they would play like the Yeah Yeah Yeahs, like Joan Osborne, like softer rock. So anyways, like more emo depressing music. Dave Matthews Band. I remember hearing Portishead on there like at least once. I don't know, some shit. But anyways, so we were friends, and then she was just a person that I knew. And then she was dating someone that I used to fucking be super attracted to, so I was like, I was like, well, there's that. And then fast forward like 10 years. Fast forward like almost 20. Fast forward to 2011, right? So 11 years after we met. We graduated in 2004. So like what? 6 and 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, so fucking 6 years after high school fucking lets out. So 4 years after high school let out. I don't know. But in 2011, my ex broke up with me and went to go be with some bitch in Argentina. And I moved in with my mom then for a 7-month period of time. And she lived around the corner from me. And I remember, like, her wanting to hang out and me being like, okay, but, like, I don't know, never putting an effort into it. And then when I moved back around here in 2018, she fucking lived here, or she lived around the corner, and I was like, let's burn it, bitch, like, let's do that. And then she came through, and for a minute she had, like, this, like, kind of ghetto talk, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know when people, like, are trendy talking, and then they realize you don't talk like that, and then they talk normal to you. That moment totally happened with her and I. Because I'm just me all the time. Like, I'm not up on trendy shit. I don't say trendy things. I don't fucking, like, use words that aren't English. I'm very much so like this all the time. So anyways, she comes through, we hang out. It's chill. We fucking burn it. We start hanging out all the time, burning it all the time. I introduce her to my best friend, Gil, who lives right down the street. Started hanging out over there because it was his house. We were both living with our parents at the time, our moms, and would hang out over Gil's house all the time. We'd just do hella shit. We'd go to the beach together with our kids. We'd fucking go to, like, Shadow Cliff with our kids. We were just doing hella shit together. She was like the one friend that I could just call and be like, hey, let's do this, hey, let's do that, hey, let's do this, hey, are you free? And she would be there. And then she got a job. And then she got an apartment. And then she moved. It's like, holler, bitch, I'll see you later. Because she lives, like, in deep-ass San Jose, so she's far. She's fucking far. And then when she moved out there, like, I made, like, efforts. I, like, put, like, effort into going to visit her, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's not super close, so, like, I will take time when I can to go out and say what's up. So I just want to make sure that all my fucking hair is dry, because I am going to be doing it tomorrow. And I need to touch up the aquamarine side. She put, like, the aquamarine that I had, and then, like, some sea witch green or something in there, and I'm like, no, I didn't really like that, actually. So I'm just gonna go over all of this side again with aquamarine, that way there's no, like, yellowy patches. But anyways, so she moves out there, I go visit her on occasion. Ray moves out here, he and I get a spot together. She comes to my house maybe twice, right? maybe twice, maybe 3 times. I don't know. Not very much, which is fine, right? Like, we live very far, and, like, it's a thing. This is my Maine, folks. This is my Maine in all of its natural glory right here. It's a lot of hair. It's a lot of hair to fucking manage, that's for goddamn sure. Anyways, so she calls me while... Do I have COVID? No, I don't have COVID. She calls me when I'm down there for the week of 4th of July. Right? I think it's like my last day there probably. So it's probably like the 5th of July. Because we had the 4th. I was there that Monday. I said I was leaving that Tuesday. So it's the 6th of July. And Ray and I are lying on the couch. He has his Chase corner. No, I'm lying on the Chase side, right? So I have my fucking feet out. Ray's lying with his head next to mine with his feet out this way, and my phone goes off. And I see it's my friend. And I'm like, I don't really think I should answer that. Like, I haven't heard from her this whole time that I've been in LA. I bet you it's nothing good. And he's like, if my friend was calling, I would answer it. Because Ray is very much so, like I said yesterday, he loves his fucking friends, right? Like, they're very important to him. And my friends were very important to me for a period of time. And now I'm like, I don't give a fuck about anybody. Except for my fucking dude and my kids. And, like, I have a few really close friends that I'm like, I'm glad to see you out there striving, my friend. Striving and thriving. Striving for excellence and thriving in your life. So... Anyways, she hits me up. She's talking about, like, just some shit that she's going through, a real severe depression, you know, just, like, not feeling worthy and shit like that. Feeling alone, feeling isolated, feeling like she doesn't have any friends, things along those lines. And me being the person that I am, I'm like, bitch, that's life. Like, what a dickhead I am. But 100% said that. I was like, bitch, like, yeah, like, that's what happens. I'm like, dude, my friend from Australia that I met 3 fucking times in my life created a GoFundMe for me for my lawyer fees, right? Because I was, like, fucking being swallowed alive by these fucking things. Like, I was fucking sinking. Like, it was just, like, everything was fine with my lawyer because I was doing a payment plan. I put down, like, a $3,000 retainer at first. Went through that, and then she was just like, okay, well, you can, like, give me payments, it's fine. I'm like, that's fine. And then it went from us just, like, being in court or having court dates to officially having, like, we're doing a trial, so we're gonna have to have evidence, and we're gonna have to call witnesses, and all of these things, right? And all of these things, and so it's like, okay, completely fucking forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, court. So lawyer fees were incredible. So and then it went from, like, hey, we're talking, we had a court date, they set a trial court date, which is like 6 weeks away from the first court date, and then she's like, I'm gonna need, like, at least 3,000, like, at least 3,400 of that fucking just to work on your case. She was like, but it's gonna cost you a total of $6,300. It's $3,000 for her to be in court for fucking 8 hours, and then, like, 8 hours worth of work and prep and all these things, paperwork and shit. So she gave me, like, a $6,300 number, and I had to come up with it in, like, 6 weeks. And I'm like, I'm a person, I do not have credit cards. I do not have money in my savings account because the money that we did have in our savings account went from paying for our apartment and paying for the house and the deposit and the move and all of those things at the same time. Like, we were paid for our apartment for 2 months, and then we paid for our apartment and the house for 2 months at a time. And that's just like $2,500 over here and $900 over here. And, like, it was just crazy. So we were pretty much just, like, bleeding money at the time, and I was like, fuck, dude, like, this is really fucking difficult, because, like, I plan on using that money to, like, do things. Like, I want to take the fucking kids fucking places, I want to travel, I want to, like, there's a million places on my list of fucking things to do, right? Like, now that I'm so close to the Arizona, fucking Nevada, fucking Utah, fucking, you know what I mean? Like, California's big, dude. It takes a long fucking time to get out of it. For real. It's like, to get from the Bay Area to Klamath Falls or to fucking Weed is like 8 hours. And then to get from and then like once you hit Weed, the border is like fucking like maybe like 35, 40 fucking minutes. Maybe an hour if there's fucking traffic, because there's not a lot of, it's not, I think it's like a 2-lane. No, it's 1 lane when you drive through the town of Weed, right? And then once you drive out of it, then you like hit the mountains, and I think it goes to 2 lanes. But regardless, you could definitely get fucking stuck in traffic and be there for hours. So yeah, so anyways, court got crazy. Fees fucking were coming up fast, and I like went on my Facebook and I just vented, and I'm like, holy fuck, dude, like, why is this so difficult? Like, if like $6,500 or $6,000, I'm like, if $4,500 would land in my lap, that would be excellent. And then I was like, correction, make that $6,300, right? And then suddenly out the cuts, my fucking like Ray hit me up, my fucking bestie fucking Sarah hit me up and was just like, you know, your friend from Australia is reaching out to us saying, you know, like, do you think we could, like, you know, help you with this and fucking all of these things? And I'm like, holy shit, like, in terms of, like, promoting it, and if all my friends donated $1 and all of these things. And, like, I never would have done it because I know I don't have that sort of support system. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm always, like, I'm friends with homies. Oh, fuck, my phone's gonna die. Yeah, I'm, like, friends with homies, but like I said, I'm always, like, the friend that, like, everyone's happy to see at the fucking party and shit, but, like, we don't really hang out outside of fucking life. I think my phone's gonna fucking die on you guys here because I'm at 5%, but, essentially, I'm gonna have to do a part 2 of this. But what I was getting at is, my friend from Australia was the only person who decided to make a GoFundMe for me, right? And then the only people who donated to that GoFundMe were all of Ray's friends and family. And I'm like, yeah, dude, like, my friends are not there, like, which is fine because I was out of the state for like 7 years, you know what I'm saying? I'm at 4%. I was out of the state for 7 years, so like I dropped off their list of like, oh, we're having a birthday party, we're doing this, hit up Krystal, hit up McSkeez's, all of these, like, instead of me being like fucking first on the fucking list of people like, oh, I became non-existent on their list. And that's fine. And like, you know, algorithms, I'm fucking banned all the time from fucking Facebook. So algorithms for me are a real thing. I definitely get my fucking shit not seen and everything because I don't post for 30 days. Then I'll post for a day and then I'll get banned. So then it's really 60 days. So I'm just like not on people's feeds like that. And we're just gonna have to end with that. We're gonna end with the GoFundMe account set up by my friends, and then we'll pick up from what my feelings and thoughts were on that afterwards. 18 minutes, not bad, folks. Just another fucking smoke session with Krystal McSkeez's and all of her opinions. And tomorrow I'll look like a human, and that'll be a good time. I'll even get dressed for you guys. How about that? I might even take you guys out with me on a trip somewhere. How about that? Thanks for hanging out, guys.